Well, I'll tell you one thing. If I sat down yesterday like I was going to do and do a review for this movie, you'd be sitting here listening to a fucking rant video. But the batteries in my mic died and I didn't have them replaced. So by the time I went out and bought new ones and got back, I just didn't feel like doing a review. So I've taken a day to think about this movie. So I've kind of calmed down a little bit. So I'm going to be critiquing it more than I'm going to be ranting about it. So, but man, oh man, if I wanted to go off on this movie, it would be no fucking problem. Hey guys, welcome to Happywax TV. I'll tell you, man, if I was doing this review yesterday, it would be a rant video for sure. Like, I actually came in here and started a review for it, and then the batteries in my mic died. So by the time I went out and got new ones and got back here, it was just too late in the day, and I had other stuff I had to do. So, but I'm kind of glad I did, because I've calmed down a bit. I thought, you know what? Instead of just ripping this movie apart, which I'll probably do anyways when I critique it, but I'm going to go more the critique route as opposed to just ranting about everything that's wrong with this movie. But goddamn. Okay, first of all, starting off with the trailer. I saw this trailer a couple months ago and I passed on it. I said, there's no way I'm going to review this movie. I can tell just by the way it looks, it's not going to be very good. Plus the trailer alone is 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which in my opinion is about a minute too fucking long. Okay. But you know what? True to form, it comes right over into this fucking film, because this movie is an hour and 40 minutes long. And I know you guys, you're going to roll your eyes because I say this all the time. Oh, he's going to say they could have trimmed 10 minutes off or 50. They could have. But listen, they could have easily, and I'm not even exaggerating here, they could have easily trimmed off almost an hour of this fucking movie. And I'm not even fucking exaggerating. Seriously, like I say with all the movies I review, go watch it and you will see what I fucking mean. This movie is an hour and 41 minutes. And I'll put a timestamp up, okay? You see in the bottom corner there where it says an hour and 13? I timestamped this movie at that point because honestly, that is the exact moment in this movie when something substantial fucking happens. Okay, up until that point, all it is just conversation and wandering around and just nonsensical fucking babbling between these 4 fucking friends that go on this cottage, or this trip to this cottage in the wintertime. That's it, man. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, is this even a fucking movie? Or is it just, did they just strap like a fucking GoPro camera on their head and it's just them, you know, over the course of a couple nights just sitting, talking and drinking and going to a house party? Like, goddamn. Listen. Okay, I'm going to break this down, okay? Because this is what happens when you get like newer or first-time directors, which is the case here with James Watt, that edit their own movies, okay? And I've said this, I don't know how many fucking times. Directors should not edit their movies because, I get it. I understand that it's your movie and you probably feel that every second of the movie that you filmed should be in your movie, okay? That's not how it works. And it's apparently obvious that he did not know how to edit this fucking movie. Like, there are entire scenes in this movie that don't need to be in there. Like, we're talking almost an hour here, okay, of stuff that doesn't need to be in here. Like, I'll give him 10 minutes in the first act for character building, okay, to learn a little bit about these characters, some of their background and blah, 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 okay? And then I'll give them 5 minutes and that's it in the second act of anything that's relevant. And it's a scene that takes place in the neighbor's cottage. And even that scene was too fucking long, okay? But I'll give you 5 minutes from that scene, okay? And then from the time I timestamped it at an hour and 13 minutes to the finish leaves about 28 minutes. So in total, you've got 43 minutes of footage that would be relevant to this story, and that's it. Like, this is either a short film or an hour movie, and that's it. And I know companies, distribution companies want like a certain length, and I get it, okay? So, I mean, you could have put some of the filler in to give it an hour and 15 minutes, and that's it. And even that would be a stretch. An hour and 40 minutes, dude, like, seriously, no one's gonna make it to the fucking finale of this movie because they're going to be bored to fucking death in the first hour. Like, oh my God. Like, and if you think I'm over exaggerating, seriously, go watch this movie and you'll see. Oh man, like I almost shut this movie off 3 times, okay, getting to this hour and 13 point. And then the ending, I get this is low budget, okay? I read, I think they had a budget of somewhere around $30,000, okay? So, you know, if they want to come screaming at me saying, oh, we only had a budget of $30,000, well, listen, I'm going to give you some examples, okay, that I ain't buying that. A budget does not make a bad movie. Bad writing and poor direction make a bad movie, okay? Point in case, Primer. I mean, that's the only movie I really need to give out of this entire list is Primer. Shane Carruth, Primer. Made for $7,000. Every fucking new director or upcoming director should use Shane Carruth's template of how he directs a movie. The guy can do no fucking wrong. $7,000 that movie was made for. One Cut of the Dead, the Asian zombie film. That is, I forget how many millions of dollars it grossed. It's a one-shot, no cutaway zombie film. Was made for $25,000. Robert Rodriguez did El Mariachi for $7,000. Blair Witch, $25,000. Headhunter, one of my favorite movies of all time. Headhunter does not look like a $30,000 movie, and it's only an hour long. And it got picked up for distribution, and it's been raved about. There is no need for this movie to be an hour and 40 fucking minutes. There's not enough fucking story here. It's an hour movie at best. Oh. And then the writer, Kelly Kay, who also stars in this movie. That's fine. She wrote it. I don't know, you know, if she wrote it as a short story and then they just added all this filler in. I don't know. But whatever she wrote, the story aside, did not play out as a very good screenplay because there is so much filler in here. You know, and, you know, that's fine. I get like the acting is okay. Actually, you know, for this, a bunch of amateur actors, the acting is actually fairly good. The only issue with acting that I had was Garrett. Do you know what I mean? And for the most part, he played an awkward fucking, you know, 20-something, but there's some scenes, and it happens a lot in movies. You know, if you're an up-and-coming actor or not a very skilled actor and you try and do like crying scenes, like it's probably better if you just don't, because there's a few scenes in here where they're crying and like I was laughing out loud. It was just, I don't know, man. Like it's just, I don't know. You don't come at me with budget, okay? Because I've just given you examples. Again, I've said this in the last couple of movies I've done. This is a movie that people shouldn't have to pay for. Honestly, they should do what Deadlocked did. A movie I did about the zombie outbreak where the group of people are in the elevator, okay? The cast worked for free. They built all their own sets that they didn't, you know, if they didn't have access to certain buildings and stuff, like they did it the right way, okay? They knew they had an okay movie, but something that people shouldn't pay for because they're just kind of building their craft. So they put it up on Amazon for free. To watch this movie, to buy it, you have to pay $13, and to rent it, I think you have to pay $6. I mean, that's fine. There's going to be a ton of people that will do this, but honestly, like this movie should be put on Tubi TV or on Amazon or something for free. You shouldn't have to pay for this. And I get it, you know, they want to make some of their money back and blah, blah, blah. If their budget is true, $30,000, like I've said this before, I've got more than $30,000 invested just in this fucking room. It's not a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like people go, oh, what is he talking about? $30,000 is a ton of money. It is, but it's not, okay? Like here's the problem, okay? And I'm just being real, okay? You're going to charge people to watch this movie. And for the majority of people, not everybody, okay? But for the majority of the people that watch this are going to leave this movie pissed off and they're going to have a sour taste in their mouth because this movie is not very good. It's fucking way too long. And the ending, like, it's too fucking long. No one's going to fucking make it to the end. And the people that do make it to the end are going to be pissed off about it. So you're going to leave a bad taste in their mouth, especially after they had to give up their hard-earned money to rent it or, heaven forbid, go fucking purchase it. Put it on there for free. you know, maybe work on a few more short films to get your editing a little bit better, a little bit better direction, you know what I mean? And a few newer stories that are a little more original. And then put another movie out and then charge for it. Yeah, this is, I don't know. This is just my opinion. This is not a movie that people should have to pay for. So, but that being said, if you think I'm over exaggerating, like I always say, please go rent it, and then you can see what I'm talking about, to see that I'm not over exaggerating. Or who knows, maybe I'm totally fucking wrong. If I am, then come back in the comment section and leave me a comment saying or proving that I'm wrong with what I just said. Okay, I don't think I am. This movie is fucking way too long. It is an hour too long. And now my review is getting to be too long because I'm repeating myself over and over again. So, anyways, okay, I'm done. I didn't even get into the movie itself. I just wanted to critique a few things about budget. Don't use it as an excuse. Do you know what I mean? And for God's sakes, if you're a director, do not edit your own fucking movies, because stuff like this happens where you can't pull stuff out of your movie because you feel it needs to be in there. You have to go to an outside source and they'll trim it down. Fly me in. I'll fucking edit your movie. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's lots of fucking distributors out there that'll pick a movie up that is not an hour and 30 minutes long or an hour and 40. I don't buy into that. Yeah, it might be a little bit tougher, but anyways, I'm done. It's called Death Trip. I was asked to talk about it. I just did. That's my opinion. If you think I'm wrong, go watch it and then come back and prove me wrong. But I think I'm bang on the money with this one, guys. So anyways, if you've seen it, let me know what you think. If you haven't, please, go rent it, $5, and come back and let me know what you think. And until next time, stay scared.